Winning Blueprint presents.
5 minutes or less.
Had so much success with it before, I'm back with it again. 5-minute or less series. Welcome, I'm your host Lou. Thank you for joining me. 5-minute or less series. This time, the schedule release 5-minute or less series. Here with the New England Patriots. Got 5 minutes on the clock. Let's get started. So when I look at the schedule, the first thing I like to look at, primetime games. We're talking Patriots, Brady, Belichick. You expect them to be plastered all over this primetime schedule. And what do you know? You're allowed a maximum of 5 primetime games. The Patriots have 5. So we look at the matchups. Thursday Night Football, Week 2 versus the Jets. You're at home versus the Jets in Week 2. Thursday Night Football, going to be a nice tilt. Jets usually play you tough. Got to find a way to take them down. Sunday Night Football, you got 3 of these, and that's big boy football. It doesn't get much better than that. Collinsworth, Michaels, Sunday night, all the hoopla. It's always a big time spot. You have 3 of those. Week 4 at Atlanta. That's huge. That could be a Super Bowl preview right there. If you want to show the rest of the league that the luster has not faded from New England, hey, here's an opportunity to do so on the road against a team that was 1 or 2 plays away from the Super Bowl in the NFC. Here's a chance for you to show the league that you're not finished yet. Week 12 versus Denver Broncos. Look, anytime it's Brady, it's Manning, it's a big deal. It's going to be overhyped. It's going to be a good football game. We love watching Brady and Manning. You look at Week 16 at Baltimore. Here's a game that I think really matters in the grand scheme of things. Now, I don't know what the records will be when we get to Week 16. Hey, the Baltimore Ravens could fall flat on their face this season and be 6-8 when they get to this game. Who knows what the record will say when the Ravens and the Patriots square off in Week 16. But I do know this. The Ravens aren't afraid of you. And you need to strike some fear into their hearts. They're not afraid of you at all. And they're one of the few teams in the league that can say that. They beat you twice last year, once in the regular season, once in the postseason. You got to go out and set precedents here and say, hey, look, those days are over. We're back. And we're the alpha male. We're the big dogs in town. And you have to go to Baltimore to have this happen. Slap them around. Come out with a W. Let's see how you can do there. Week 11 at Carolina. It's a Monday Night Football matchup. This is going to be huge for the Panthers. I don't know how much it'll be for the New England Patriots. They're used to these games. They play these all the time. For the Panthers, Monday Night Football at home versus the Patriots, it's going to be a big deal. We'll see what this game means for the Panthers in Week 11, but this is going to be a nice matchup. Brady versus Cam Newton should be a lot of fun. You look at divisional games. Buffalo, Week 17, at home. That's a great matchup for you because if the season comes down to it, you'll be at home versus the Buffalo Bills. You can't ask for much more than that. You look at Week 1 at Buffalo, and so the Bills always play you tough. So it's your job to come out of the gate and find a way to get a win on the road against the Buffalo Bills. And again, exert your dominance over this division. You swept it last year. You won the division with relative ease. Why not do it again? You look at the Jets, Week 2 at home. We talked about that. That's the Thursday night till early on in the season. You look at Week 7, Jets away. Look, the Jets play you pretty tough. Just like the Bills do, the Jets play you pretty tough. You were able to really take them apart in that Turkey Day dismemberment. Can you do that again? We will see. But you're done with the Jets after Week 7. You look at Miami, Week 8. You're at home. Again, send the message to the Dolphins. Of all the teams in your division, this is the one team that I think will look to try to knock you off the throne. Send a message to them in Week 8 when you play them for the first time in the season that there's no changing of the guard here. Week 15, you got to go to Miami. If you set the tempo and you lay the hammer down in Week 8, this game could be one that you could walk in and take very easily. You look at anomalies, and these, for me, are any stretches on the schedule where you play 3 or more games in a row at home or away, 3 out of 4 at home or away, or 4 out of 5 at home or away. The Patriots have plenty of anomalies on their schedule. They have a home anomaly. It's 3 out of 4, but it overlaps with a away anomaly, and the away anomaly occurs first, so we'll count that one. There's 2 away anomalies on this schedule, 3 out of 4 games on the road. Week 4 at Atlanta, Week 5 at Cincinnati, Week 7 at the Jets. Tough little stretch early in the season. Got to find a way to take care of that. 3 out of 4 later on in the season. So you got one at the beginning, one at the end. Week 13 at Houston, week 15 at Miami, week 16 at Baltimore. So a tough one at the beginning, tough one at the end. You got to find a way to weather the storm there, take care of those anomalies. You look at your bye week. It's in week 10. That's a great bye week. You can't ask for it much better than that. You look at COATSY for me. And COATSY stands for Circle on the Calendar Games. And for me, week 12 versus the Denver Broncos. Brady Manning, it's always a big thing. You look at week 16 at Baltimore. For me, that's the big one because that's the team that put you out of the postseason. That's the team that beat you in the regular season. That's the team right now that has your number. You want to win the Super Bowl, you need to beat the Baltimore Ravens. And for me, the timeout. Every schedule has a timeout on it. And for me, you're a 5-star team. That's first and foremost, which means you got the maximum amount of primetime games allowed, 5. So you're a 5-star team. There are only 9 of those in the league, and you're one of them. Plenty of anomalies on your schedule. You got a lot of them all over your schedule. You got to find a way to weather the storm there. And also, division games are front-loaded on your schedule. 4 of your 6 divisional games are before week 9. And you're done with the Jets before week 8. So you've got to come out of the gate strong, winning divisional games, getting them done, because 4 of them happen before you know it. 4 of them occur before your bye week. And so you got to take care of business if you are the New England Patriots. And you hear that sound in the background, that means this has been the New England Patriots schedule release in 5 minutes or less.
5 minutes or less.